Welcome to True Jamaica Buzz, news and entertainment with a buzz. The voice note that you just heard is an interview that was done by the police that was in charge of the investigation of that accident in a Clarendon, in which it is said that at least 2 persons, students, lost their life and 1 other battling, and then about 7 others injured very badly when 2 vehicles collide, a Subaru and a Probox. Both of them are taximen. The Probox had the license, the red plate. The Subaru was conducting business illegally, so therefore an illegal taxi. Now, like I've always said, there are always 3 sides to every story. We're talking about the police. We're talking about what the residents or the witnesses that were there witness and watch unfolds. So the police is claiming that, yes, they stopped the Subaru. The Subaru did not listen. There was a chase, but the chase was pulled up. The chase was stopped. When they realized that this man was going too fast, and they realized that the good that was going to be done would have been trumped over by the bad, the fact that the man was speeding, so they did not want it to escalate into an accident. Well, people, guess what it did? Now, I have to be very careful when I talk on social media, YouTube specifically, because I know that there's a lot of police tete. That means whatever the police say, that is what persons are going to believe. It is not because they don't have common sense, but because they choose not to use their own brains, because they listen to certain people who are police tete themselves in a law enforcement in the past. Let's use our brains rationally, common sensically. We know the police in Jamaica, they are very vindictive. We know the police, them can't stop if them feel like them pull you over and you don't stop. Then them are going to take it to the furthest extent. They are going to chase you. Whether you're up on a bike, bicycle, or foot, they are not going to stop until something stop or until there's some sorts of crash, as in this case. Now, people, I am speaking in general terms. Not to say that that is exactly what happened yesterday, but I would not be surprised if they pursue this person and would not stop until the vehicle actually crashed. It could have been a case in which they thought that these were criminals in the car. It could have been a case where they thought that this was a wanted man, or it could have simply been the regular case every day in which them have something for the taxman. And people, this is my disclaimer again for all of you police tetes out there. I understand that these taximan, minibus man are not the most lawful persons on the face of planet Earth or in a Jamaica as we speak specifically. So we understand, so the police wants to get them off the road, but the problem is that most of these vehicles are also, well, not most, and it is not scientific. Again, for all of you police tete out there, it is not scientific, but it is said that a lot of these vehicles that are conducting business as taxi on the road are owned by police. A lot of these vehicles that are conducting business on the road that don't have the right license to be any sorts of taxi PPV license. The operators of these taxis, legally and specifically more the illegal ones, they are paying bribe to the police to conduct business as usual on a daily basis. To violate the road code, instead of the money going to the tax authority, going to build up Jamaica, it is going in the pockets of these police. So because the taximan and the police, they are familiar, they are friends. Sometimes when them get a stop, them feel like it is a joke, so them take it to the furthest extent until persons lose their life, as in the case of exactly what took place yesterday. So like I've always said, there are always three sides to every story. The side of the police, the side of the witnesses, the side of the taximan, and then the truth, which will be investigated by the upper hierarchy of the JCF. Will the truth come out based on the fact that even when they are wrong, they are going to be wrong and strong. They are going to back each other. They are going to back the transport authority. They are going to back the police that was in the chase if both were in the same vehicle. Because based on information that I am getting, it is said that yes, there was a chase, but the chase did not stop. And as a matter of fact, it was the vehicle of the transport authority that actually hit that vehicle and caused it to overturn. Can I verify or validate that if that is true? I cannot, but me just tell you what the people must say. So I am going to let you take a listen, take a look to a couple of voice notes that I have of persons explaining exactly what took place. Are these people telling the truth 100%? I cannot verify or validate that they are. Me just give you the sides that are out there, and then you can make that determination for yourself. Take a listen, take a look.
Yes, me G. This me I tell about. Transport authority I run down his taxi and make a taxi go crash and kill half the people them pitting me G. Eh? You go I just poor people pitting alone then can do so, you know, man. Cause if I mean now yo me swear to what yo then fuck we, you know, man. Illegal for run down in a for run down vehicle, you know me G. I fuck with them, you know, man. Jaja.
Yes, me general. Yo, my ear say, yo, bomb up, yo, G, me not even care if I want put out the dog. I can put out, I can put out the dog. I not even care. But one thing I say, come on, yes, I bounce all the transport, man, bounce the blood clot, bust in a dog. Illegal if you do them fuck with them, if you run them vehicle and sit there, no man. And you kill half the people, them pitney. So I tell you know what me feel, Jenna. Me feel it for them family, them, boy, man, tell you, Jaja.
So, people, you heard what the police had to say, and you heard what a witness or two had to say about the situation. Like I told you before, there are always 2 to 3 sides to every story: the police side, the witness side, and then the truth that should be conducted by the police. One thing that I've realized is that the police will always back the police, regardless of the circumstance. Don't know if they're just trying to avoid lawsuits. Don't know if they're trying to make sure that the JCF has a stellar record. That is too bad right now. The horse has already jumped out of the track long time, decades ago. But we know the attitude, we know the mindsets of the police speaking in general. We also know the mindset of taximan, minibusman, the average driver on the street of Jamaica. Very lawless, very reckless. Pennywise and pound foolish. Because the only thing that could have happened, well, a whole bunch of things could have happened. Had that man driving the Subaru had stopped, then with an tow him vehicle, he would have probably got locked up. He would have went to jail. He would have probably got no bail. His vehicle would have definitely been seized. It was going to cost him a whole bunch of money. But ask yourself the question again, thinking about Pennywise and Pound Foolish. How much is it going to cost this man right now based on what he did? First thing first, he is going to be charged with manslaughter, more than likely, causing the DEATH of some student children because of reckless driving, did not have the proper documentation, probably no sorts of driver's license, no fitness, no insurance. And just like the average reckless person out there, he probably have a couple of tickets, tens, probably hundreds of tickets that he did not pay. Probably have a couple of tens or hundreds of warrants that he should have been arrested. But maybe each time them pull him over, him just peel off a couple of thousands of dollars. And it keeps the cycle of madness on the roads going, and it jeopardizes everybody's life until it leads to where it led yesterday, in which a whole bunch of persons are affected directly and indirectly. The people lose them life, the people that are going to be traumatized for the rest of their life based on the accidents, the family members, the loved ones, the parents, everybody, the negative trickle-down effect directly and indirectly, like I said. So this man did what he did, and then guess what he did? He ran away from the scene of the crime, which would have been a next charge. But he had bigger fish to fry. He has manslaughter charge. So not only did this man did not listen to the police when he was told to stop, he fled the scene of the crime, and then he tried to flee the island. He was held at the Norman Manley International Airport, all because of a ticket, all because they were going to seize his vehicle, all because he more than likely had a whole bunch of tickets in which he should not have had the system been into play, meaning that they make sure say who for drive on the road, they're on the road, and who are not supposed to be on the road, are not driving on the road, are not the conductors of private passenger vehicle on the road. All of this could have been avoided, prevented, had the ticketing system as it pertains to traffic been implemented in full effect. Like we hear them attack, yes, we have this interplay right now, and it is going to take off all sorts of riffraff off of the road. Persons that are not conducting business legally will be locked up. There will be all sorts of warrant for thousands of persons. People, it is just mouth talk. Nothing has changed. These officers are not even running the driver's license, tearing off these people when they pull them over because they are not doing their job. Lack of professionalism, lack of doing anything, negligence and incompetence in the worstest degree. In most states in America, if you are run from the scene of a crime, pull over by the police, and any sorts of accident, whether the police, transport authority, that is not what it is called in America, lick down somebody and that person happens to die, if it is even not your vehicle, you escape and them catch you later, you will be charged for that takeaway. Just like, not to go away from the topic, if the police goes on a drug bus and them go for certain people and them end up take with somebody, the person which they went for, the suspect or the wanted person, the fugitive, will be, and not can be, will be charged for the takeaway because it was their negligence and hard-earedness that caused that person to lose their life. The same thing applies as it pertains to that. The rules in Jamaica and the rules in a lot of places are too, so it is a double-edged sword. If there's a chase by the police in America and them say the good or the bad is going to outweigh the good, meaning that that person is blazing so fast, and if the police keeps pursuing that person is more than likely going to cause accident, cause DEATH. The police are told that they should cut it off, stop it, cease, desist from that chase. Use their discretion. One thing that we know about police in Jamaica, and again, my disclaimer, you have some good police, but you have a whole bunch of bad police. And the mindset, once them tell you to stop and you don't stop, them now go stop till it stop or get stopped in the track. People DEAD, broke up, injured, end up in a hospital. Zero discretion is used. It is just a vindictive mindset that they have, and it needs to stop. They need to be more professional. Again, whenever you are not dealing with person that seems to have any sorts of sense, which is the average Jamaican, lawless and reckless, you have to be the bigger person. You have to make better heads prevail. So whenever you decide to take on this chase and then this happens, you are partially responsible. Because at the end of the day, like I've always said, don't start no ish, won't be no ish. Had that taxi man decided to stop when he was told, there would have been none of this. But look at what happened. He caused a whole bunch of irreversible damage that can never be redone, can't be replaced. No sorts of coming back from that, people. It is very sad, the mindset of our people. It is very sad, the mindset of the police. Lack of professionalism, lack of hard ears are more than likely hard ears that cause all of this to happen. And people, it will continue to happen until the mindset of the people change. And people, as far as I can see, I don't see any sorts of changes, not for the better, more than likely for the worse. Point blank and period. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos like these, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. Bless up.